I've been using SaneBox for the past 6 months, and at this point, I've got some opinions. It promises to clean up your inbox, cut down on email distractions, and help you focus on what actually matters. But does it really make a difference? After half a year of testing it in my own business, I've seen the good, the bad, and the unexpected. So in this video, I'm breaking down my honest thoughts on SaneBox and if it can actually help you save hours every week managing your emails. So firstly, who is SaneBox for? If you're anything like me, your inbox is constantly bombarded by emails, spam, important ones, and everything else in between. And this was a real problem for me. I would open my inbox and 2 hours would go by with me reading and responding to emails that really weren't that important. I would get distracted by administrative tasks, updates, and promo emails, and not having time to respond to the critical emails that actually move my business forward. Drowning in the clutter of my inbox, I would constantly miss key updates and important emails. I realized I needed a smarter system and a better way to organize and filter my emails, and that's when I tried SaneBox. And because SaneBox is sponsoring this video, they're giving you a $25 credit, which basically means you can try SaneBox for free for 4 months. So if you want to grab that, just click the link down below. So getting SaneBox was super easy. I just signed up with Gmail. I use Google for Business and it works perfectly. And you just give it the permissions. And then in a few seconds, SaneBox started setting itself up in the background. What I really like about SaneBox is there's no apps or plugins to install. You don't need to use some special email client in order to make it work. And the reason for this is it just works within your email client. So for example, for me, it just works within Gmail, or if you're using Outlook, it would just work within Outlook or Apple or whatever system you have. It's actually more like on the server. And so what that meant for me was that I could check my email on all my devices and SaneBox would automatically be working on all my devices. And I didn't need to do anything fancy to make sure that everything syncs between any of my devices. It just worked out of the box, which was great. And I was able to easily customize things to work with my workflow, and I'll show you a few things that I set up. So first, when I opened SaneBox, I realized that I was missing a whole bunch of emails and I got a little scared. But then I realized that SaneBox had already started filtering things. So SaneBox takes all of those random newsletters you signed up for and all the promotional emails you get and throws them into this news folder so that you can skim them when you actually have free time instead of just reading them when you have more important things to do. So that right off the bat helped reduce the number of emails in my inbox, and you can see it grabbed almost 2,000 emails right out of my inbox. Also, SaneBox has a SaneLater folder, and this is kind of like the emails that it feels are more updates or not as mission critical. And so you'll see there's a lot of status updates within the apps and platforms you use. There's some administrative things, and really it's things where it's not a real person sending you an email. That's kind of what I've realized. It's more like it's just a status update, and so it's not as high priority as when someone actually sends you an email who's a real person. So I find that this is really handy for me to just go through here and skim all the updates to see if there's an update that I actually want to action. And whether it's the SaneNews folder or whether it's the SaneLater tab, if you find a message that you actually do want to move into your inbox, like here I'm having conversations on Fiverr, so I want to be notified when someone replies, I just move that into my inbox. And now going forward, SaneBox knows to organize those emails in your inbox. And so that's how easy it is to train, because out of the box, it won't be exactly perfect. And I'll talk a bit about that later, but that's how easy it is to train. So the SaneNews and SaneLater folders are smart folders, and you can tell by the @ symbols here. And what's cool is you can actually set up your own smart folders, and that's what I've done. So it's pretty easy to do. You can go in here and you can see that I've created receipts and reports. You can create them really easily. And so now whenever I get reports, they get all put in this reports folder for me, go in my receipts folder, and you can really create these automations and these custom rules-based folders for anything you get where you don't want it cluttering up your inbox, but you want to be able to review it after. Now, another feature I find really handy are these SaneNews folders, which basically let you defer an email until a later date. So for example, let's say I didn't want to respond to this email today. It's not on my priority list, but I want to deal with it tomorrow, I could drag it into Sane tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning, SaneBox will automatically throw it right back into my inbox. So it's a really good way to keep the emails that are important, but that you don't need to respond to today. So you get the Sane Tomorrow folder, the Sane Next Week, the Sane Next Month, and you can even create your own snooze folders. Like you might even want to snooze some emails until the evening, like more administrative emails that you want to tackle then, or maybe a Saturday morning or something like that. Well, you could create this workflow there to snooze it until that time. Now, another feature I really like is the Sane No Replies. And basically, this just keeps track of all the emails you've sent where you didn't get a reply. This is really handy, obviously, when you're following up with clients and you're just making sure projects are being managed and done on time, so you can always keep track of the emails you send. Now, another one of my favorite tools is the SaneBlackHole. And basically, this lets you drag emails in here and you never hear from them again, period. Like some random fertility clinic in Australia was sending me emails. I have no idea where they got my email address or who they think I am, but I dragged it in here, and so now they'll just never ever be able to email me again. I don't need to worry about how to unsubscribe, how to mark them as spam, none of that. Just drag it in there, they'll never be able to contact me again. So that's a really cool feature that's kind of in a way shouldn't even be a thing that exists, that it should just be that easy, but hey, it is what it is. And one other nice little feature here is the email deep clean. Let's say you're running out of inbox space and you just need to clean up your emails. You can basically just set a date range and it can delete all of those old emails. Great way to declutter your inbox and also save up space. Now, I've covered some of the features I like in SaneBox, but what are some of the things that aren't as great, some considerations and expectations you should have, and even some things I wish the tool had? First, I want to talk about the smart folders and the tracking there. So I'm particularly talking about the SaneNews and SaneLater folders, which are configured for you out of the box when you first add SaneBox. Now, as it is, when you first get it, they're only about 80, maybe 85% accurate, I find. So what I would recommend is you keep on top of those folders to make sure you aren't missing anything. Now, what's great is it's really easy to train SaneBox. You can just drag those emails in, and basically in a week or two, you've gotten it up to almost perfect because you've almost seen every type of email you're going to get, but it's not obviously 100% accurate. I don't think any system could be, but you really got to pay attention in those first few weeks to make sure you don't miss any emails. Now, one thing that SaneBox does to help you with this, which is really cool, is they do send you this digest and it shows you what happened and sort of a summary, and there's always a digest you can look at which shows you exactly what was trained, what reminders, what got put where, and so you can easily move things if you need to, and it actually sends you this digest email every day, so it helps you keep on top of it. But this is just something you should know, that in the first little while you just got to pay attention to the way things are being organized. And now another thing is SaneBox isn't AI in the way we think of something like ChatGPT, as in it's not actually reading and writing emails for you or anything like that. It's more of a smart automation system that learns from your behaviors and preferences. So in that way, it's more like an AI assistant. But because of this, there's no AI summaries or anything like that. So SaneBox can't read an entire email thread for you or read your entire inbox and be like, hey, here are the themes for the day, or here are some of the most important things that came up, or something like that. Now, to be fair, I don't think there are any email systems that are doing this well. Even Gmail itself, they've just added Gemini inside Gmail, and it's very, very limited at the time of this recording. So maybe that's not a fair criticism, but I wanted to bring that up, that SaneBox isn't AI in the way that you might think it's something that you can talk to. In the future, my wish would be that SaneBox could actually read all my emails and have some sort of special flag that says priority because it read the emails, it knows how many interactions I've had with that person, and so maybe it could have some sort of smart prioritization system, almost like, you know, those stars you add in Gmail, if it could star some emails or bold them for you or something like that. Again, I don't even know if any system does that right now, but I think that would be a pretty cool feature. Now, admittedly, this is more of a slight annoyance than any real big problem, but SaneBox will add a lot of labels to your Gmail sidebar here. So if you have a lot of labels you're already using, it will add more. And so you can see I use a lot of different labels, so it did add more. But for me personally, I'd rather have a few more labels here than hundreds of emails sitting in my inbox. So that's the trade-off, but just want to let you know. And to give SaneBox a bit of a pass, they are operating within Gmail, so they have to sort of stick within the infrastructure of Gmail. Gmail doesn't explicitly have, say for example, folders or any other kinds of organization. They use labels, and so SaneBox has to play within that. So if you use Outlook, it'll have folders. So it kind of works within the ecosystem you're in, but something to keep in mind. And the last thing I'll say about SaneBox is it really shouldn't exist. In my opinion, what it's doing should just be the way email sort of works automatically. And I think Gmail's tried to do some of this. You'll see some of the categories feature, which tries to organize things into promotions and updates and things, but it isn't that great, to be honest. And even randomly, sometimes Gmail will remind you when you haven't responded to an email or someone hasn't responded to an email, but I don't find it to be very reliable. So I think these email clients are sort of moving towards some of the things that SaneBox is doing, but they're just not there yet. Okay, so what's the bottom line then? Do you need SaneBox? If you are a very organized and disciplined person and you don't mind doing some manual work or setting up some filters in your email client to try and mimic some of the things SaneBox does, then you could probably get away with not using a solution like this. But then again, I guess you could say that about any sort of automation tool, where a lot of the time with automation tools, you could do everything yourself manually, but the point of the automation tool is to help you do it faster and more efficiently, and most importantly, when it comes to email here, more consistently. Personally, I've been using SaneBox for 6 months now, as I said, and I wouldn't want to go back to sorting out all my emails manually because, one, I know I'll just never get to it, and two, the opportunity cost of missing those critical emails is just too high for me and my business. So SaneBox saves me a couple hours every week, and my time is worth much more to me than the few dollars I pay for it every month. But ultimately, it's up to you what you value, and even if you're a little bit curious, I encourage you to give it a try, especially because you're going to get almost 4 months for free by using my link below, so you really have nothing to lose. So if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more automation and AI tools that can help you really be more productive and effective in your business and work. And now this was more of a review video, and I went through the features really quickly, but if you want a step-by-step tutorial that shows you how to set everything up in SaneBox, then check out this video right here.